Banter fam, happy Thursday. Guys, we are very close to a short squeeze, and I want to show you this today. We have up to $1 billion of liquidations on Bitcoin itself. If Bitcoin just pumps to $100,000 to $101,000. This is the walls of all of the shorts and all of the liquidation areas that you're seeing. So not only have we had Bitcoin fighting support and holding the base of the 90,000s, what you have started to see is that the faith within the longs have started to disappear. And what you have is you've got a lot of people that are now shorting the market. Okay, now think about it. When Bitcoin first went to 100,000, you had the whole world longing the market. So what did the market do? Decided to chop and go down for up to a couple of weeks, right? For at least up to 2 to 3 months, the market was chopping down. Why? Because you had an imbalance. You had a 80% ratio of people buying in the market, and you had 20% of people that were actually shorting or maybe bearish. So what happens is when you start to get a massive imbalance is the market goes to where it's going to make money and where the max pain is going to basically happen. And that's why the markets went through these big choppy stages. Now, again, what that has created for us is it created the weekly stocks to come down on Bitcoin. A higher time frame indication that you only get 2 to 3 times a year. Okay, it does take up to 2 to 3 months to push to the down. And a lot of us didn't think that would actually get a high time frame reversal. What that's done is it's opened you up to massive investment opportunities that you are actually very lucky that came its way. Because when the market, we speak about this bull and this old season and this amazing thing that's going to rally up. Okay, when it happens, it's gone. So the fact that we're back at these levels are insane. But nonetheless, don't lose focus. Know that the tides have now turned, right? Things have now shifted where the shorters are the ones holding the markets. And you're looking at around 70 to 80% of the markets short right now, not short, but not interested and selling and panicking out, which means shorting, right? And you have not people, many people buying. And now you can see that there's billions of dollars to be made if the market pumps, not to the downside anymore. So what does that mean? Prepare for a short squeeze. I want to speak about a short squeeze on Bitcoin. I want to speak a short squeeze on altcoins as well. And I want us to prepare. Sonic is ripping beautifully at this point. And there are a couple of other coins that are actually breaking key trends today, giving me a little bit of an indication of what altcoins are actually leading the race. So let's have a great show. This will be my last show for a couple of days. My little boy arrives tomorrow. I'm pumped. Very, very, very excited. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. I'm nervous as shit. I really got a busy little daughter. Now to think that I'm going to have 2, I'm like, remember, I'm winging life every single day. There's a lot happening in the background, but I'm grateful and super pumped. So I want to bring you guys a good show and make sure that we are prepared for the short squeeze. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Shell Show.
Alright, Banter family, brand new channel. Hit the subscribe button. Guys, like up. Are you live? Are you long? Give me a 1 in the comments, because this is a recorded show. In the comments after a 1, you are more than 80% in this market. At 2, you're 50%, 50 to 80% in this market. And at 3, you're 20%. You're sitting in cash. You're scared as hell, right? Let me know in the comments below, because what I'm going to do is I want to give you all scenarios over the next couple of weeks of what the hell to do. Some are sitting in a bit of cash. Some are a little bit nervous and conservative. Perfect. Nothing wrong with that. But when do you change your mind? When do you fix that? Right? And those that are maybe overexposed and they 100% in, how do you treat this right now on either scenario that plays out? So let me know below over there when the show is done. Pop your comments in and like up if you are here to stay, baby. Let's go. Okay, so let's jump through a couple of things. Let's quickly speak about what we've been saying, when it comes to the markets. Now, again, we had 2 scenarios. Beginning of the week, a little bit bullish, market's going to push up, or there's a scenario of the shakeout. We now know we are definitely in the depression phase, right? When it comes to the short time, this is depressing. When the markets are just not going up or down, they're just chopping. It's depressing, right? It's depressing, it's boring. But we also know in the market's cycle that this is the last phase before the market goes into disbelief. Okay, and then after disbelief, it goes into hope, and then it starts going into optimism, and it starts going into the more accelerating sort of emotions, right? Very similar to here on the left, where markets come down, go sideways. This is depressing. One more shakeout that really raises a lot of people, and the markets go up again. Okay, we know that the high time frames, when it comes to the RSIs, we know that the big RSI is starting to get to the bottom, right? The weekly, the best one you get. Okay, that thing's sitting at the bottom. So what that means is this was a real pullback. What happened there? Am I good? this was a real pullback. And what I mean by real pullback is this was a high time frame pullback, not a quick liquidation pullback. This was to really reset the markets. And why this happens is usually when there is a lot of bigger institutions that want to get into markets. Very simple. Right? They get rid. Remember, you can't create more coins. You can't just print them. This is not the money system. That's why you got to love crypto, because it's our hope to new money that will actually be treated properly. You know that things are supposed to get cheaper over time. Your money's supposed to get stronger. You're not supposed to get increases every year. Your money's just meant to get stronger. Okay, things are supposed to get cheaper, not the other way around where things get expensive because they print it and print it and print it. Where here, everyone's fighting for the same damn coins. Okay, so when they want to take coins from the market and they want to accumulate, they've got to make it choppy and make it hard for retail to stay in. Retail are very emotional. Okay, and that's the only difference between a mega whale or a big institution is they are very patient and they take time to build positions, where the retail are very emotional, very short term, very like they get panicked out very quickly, and it's quite easy to take money and to exchange. But that's all that's been happening in this phase over here. Is we have only but heard massive fundamental bullish news for crypto, probably the best news we've ever heard within crypto, but markets are not going up because we're in accumulation. But now you've got to read the picture and understand that is soon to start changing. You can already see that on the weekly candle itself, it's actually a nice little reversal candle that we're forming on Bitcoin. Very good. And we also know that this Bitcoin dominance is getting a bit toppy. So we also know that there's going to be a distribution at the moment that Bitcoin is safe again, and people can officially say Bitcoin is safe again and bullish again, money will start getting distributed back into the altcoin. So that's the high time frame view. So let me give you the short-term play of what I'm looking at happening next, right? This is the play. Basically a little bit more up, small shake, and Bitcoin starts pushing up. Okay, now not only you can see that this is a depressing pattern that's forming, and the final shakeout's kind of what just really gets people to quit at that point. Okay, but now we're starting to get a V-shaped recovery, and we're starting to get a really strong. Firstly, the reversal candle was really good, seeing a pin bar candle. Secondly, you're starting to see this V-shaped recovery over here. Now again, what happens is the moment that this starts to reverse and starts to break through, people will start to slowly change their mind. Okay, and then what happens is a nice little shake, and then we really get going. But let's speak about why this market wants to go up versus down, right? It's because of these liquidations. There's not many people that are long in this market anymore. Where did this go now? Oh, there we go. Okay, not many are longing anymore. The market's kind of lost a little bit of faith, right? So what that's done now, again, is created a lot of liquidations and a lot of shorts. So people are shorting this market, okay? Basically predicting that Bitcoin's maybe going to go down to the 80s, 70,000s type of thing. People lost a lot of hope within alts. Market's not looking good. So what you have now is just from here, from the 97,500 or the close to the 98,000 all the way to 101, you have 300, 318, 207. You have up to $800 million in liquidations. Okay, that's how much damage. Just if Bitcoin goes up 4%, that's how much money people will lose, right? And some others will gain. Remember, the longs, it's time now for the longs to make money again. And we got to make money from the shorters, from those that are doubting the market, and those are basically selling within the market. The only way you make money in crypto is for someone else to lose, right? That's just the truth of it. And right now, if 80% of people are predicting the market's going to go down, the money to be made is to the upside. So you could see that not only are you seeing massive pools over here, you're also seeing that the pool is giving us a really good area that they're next to each other. You see, there's not these big gaps. It's basically telling you that when Bitcoin breaks above 98,000 properly, okay, it's not going to stop until it's at 102. And it might even want to go for the whole thing. Because if we go from here to the top again, now you're looking at around $1.2, $1.3 billion of liquidations. Okay, so it shows you that the moment that 98 is broken, price is going to accelerate quickly to 101, 102. Okay, and it's quite ironic because if we go here back to the charts, okay, we have a massive trend line there. This is why I always love trend lines, right? Because trend lines for me basically told me the answer, where 500 scientists would tell me all these things and all the back end stuff and all these type of things. A trend line would tell me the same thing. The trend line is telling me, okay, that the real break or the push over here, there's a lot of resistance at 100 and 101, right? That's where the trend is. Quite ironic. You go and you look at this over here, that's where all the liquidations are sitting, right? So it's telling us that there's definitely a pop that happens through there. Then the question is, if it goes just to 100 and then it kind of slows down, because if you look at this over here, it goes to 100, kind of slows down. What will happen then is this will get wiped out. Price will push, this will be gone, okay? Then what will happen is price will start to, let's say example, start to pull down here. All of these guys that got hit here, they will start piling up here now. And what will happen is all of this will start piling up because they're going to say, oh, it was fake, we're going down again. And then there'll be massive another amount of liquidity. So what that does then on the chart is something like this. We go up. I should show you this over here. We go up, we wipe it out. Then what happens is we come down, fill all of this with massive liquidation pools, and then we rip through it. We go to the next major stage, right? So that's the one scenario. We pump up to 100, small pushback, and we start pushing through. But let's speak about if the bulls want to really go for it. If they really want to go for it, they'll push this thing up to the 103. 103 to the 105. Then they'll have that pullback and go. Okay, so the trend line is basically telling you that it's a no-brainer that at any point now, markets are going to push up. Bitcoin is going to push up to the 100, right? And then we will see. If they really want to go for it, they'll push through. And if you look at the liquidations, there's more sitting at 104 and 105 over there as well. But the big liquidations are sitting at the 107, 108. However, look how the big liquidations are not up here. They're here, right? And what that basically implies to you is that these walls move, okay? In the beginning, this was the wall. A few weeks back, the big wall was sitting at 105 to 108,000. And then we went up there again. The wall was there. Then when they started winning, the wall moves down. And then when they start losing that level, the wall moves down. So the moment that Bitcoin actually gets it back above 100 gives us a very high probability that we're going to smash through 108 when we go there again. Because now this was all moved down. It's not sitting there anymore. It's sitting here. So once we get through this, it's very easy to get to this, and it's very likely that when we get to this, we can actually get through it. Then the market will go into euphoria again, it will go into excitement, and money will get distributed back into the altcoins. Bitcoin dominance is looking a little bit strong, however, still sitting below our trend. At any point, we can have the drop-off. If Bitcoin wants to really go for it, you might see another spike up, okay? But this is to gain and keep confidence within Bitcoin, okay? But again, it can be here, and it can be here. There will be a distribution to altcoins, and your altcoins on total 3 over here, you could see that they still have one important trend. They bounced on the zone that we spoke about, can be a good bounce zone. All we're looking for now is to break through this. Once we get through this, so it's telling you that Bitcoin might lead the race, right? Bitcoin might push to 100. This will push up here. Then, once Bitcoin has that small rejection at 103, 102, small pull, the alts will join on the next pump. So alts are only a few days back. Okay, but again, altcoins are the bigger opportunity in my opinion. Look at the Bitcoin, the USDT dominance. We are losing trend, okay, on the 4 hour, on the 8 hour, giving us indication that there might not be any pullbacks until Bitcoin hits that 100,000. Okay, so that's a good sign. Next chart that's very bullish, right? Look at Bitcoin to gold. Look at this. Look how Bitcoin broke out to gold, right? And look at the humongous cup and handle. Right? Huge cup and handle over there. Okay, but secondly, look how it broke. Look where it's at now. Bitcoin is getting ready to yet again prove that it's digital gold and it's there to whoop gold's butt. And you can see here that we are coiling up. We are getting ready for Bitcoin to start outperforming gold again. I actually think gold's going to keep going up, okay, in these times. So let's go through a couple of alts quickly. Sonic ripping. Well done to those who got it. My long-term bags are looking great on Sonic. That's really good. Okay, a couple of other alts to pay attention to. Again, pay attention to ETH. ETH, you don't need to rush too much. Okay, however, you do want to accumulate it below this $2,900 mark, because that is where, if you go draw and do the liquidations, and we actually got it over here for you, let's go show you ETH. Look where ETH liquidations are sitting. Look at that. Once we get through $2,800, look at how much liquidations happen. It's basically telling you that once we break through the 2.8 properly, ETH's probably not going to stop until 3.2 to 3.5. Okay, and it's going to basically wipe all of this out very quickly. Okay, and the same thing on Solana. Solana's sitting there, taking a bit of time, but you can see Sol, you can take a little bit of time on, but look where the liquidations, they are sitting at $200. So it's a bit of time to accumulate Sol. Okay, but it's also coming at some point when Sol wants to go and wipe all of this out, it will happen. Right, so you can see that now the market's really starting to fill with these shorts right now, and giving an indication of where price is going to start speeding up. So again, accumulating ETH in these areas, good idea. Now, a couple of other alts. Keep an eye on Injective breakout today. If Injective starts breaking through here, there is a massive short squeeze that will happen to around the 2021. Again, weekly, I think we're getting to the bottom of these alts. I think you're going to catch the bottom of the damn alt pullback. I really think that when you zoom out in the next couple of months, I think you're going to call it the bottom. I really do, when it comes to these altcoins. So keep an eye on that as a trading token. Keep an eye on Cardano. It can be a trend break today. Some nice trades for you available over there. Keep an eye out on AVAX. Nice little trend breaks that are happening over there. I am long, and I want to remind you guys again, there's 2 exchanges that I'm trading with. Okay, I'm trading with WeX. If you want a WeX account, go straight below in the description over here and go click this WeX link over here. By clicking and using my link, guys, if you just type in your email, open an account, you can claim $100. Go to the claim portal at the top over there, to the rewards portal, and go claim it. Then deposit $200 and get $100. Then take $200, put it in your futures, and take a trade, okay? And you have 1 day to claim another $100. Because just by clicking it, you can get up to $300. You can't withdraw this capital. You can trade with the capital and keep any profits on top. It's helping you have bigger capital to trade, right? So WeX over there, and I got this one over here, which is BTCC, and I want to explain to you why, because I took some trades on here today, right? So same with this over here. You got a 10% bonus. Let me show you the link below over here. There we go. If you click on that link and you sign up on that link over there, you get a 50% bonus on anyone that's putting less than $200. So you put in $200, you get 50% bonus on whatever amount that you put in under $200. If you over $500, you get 10% bonus. So if you put $50,000, okay, you get $5,000. If you put $100,000, you get 10 grand in bonus. Very, very, very good. Okay, and here's all of the deals over here. But that's not the real. I want to show you this over here. I went long on Thorchain. There we go. And I want to show you Thorchain over here again. Rune, yes, Rune, yes, Rune. You know the one that screwed us? I'm back, baby. Okay, so there is Thorchain over there. Look at this trend break. One of the best risk to reward trades that I'm taking right now. I got the stops below the major lows. I'm going long here. I see a Thorchain pop to the $2, even to the $3, maybe even the $4 range. Very big trade that's incoming over there. So here is my trade on BTC, right? Here we go. Here's the trade. Just started off. I'm entering on a 5x. Stop loss below the lows over there. Again, all that I did is I popped these bottom trends in over here, and I know that that's an important place to pop some stops, right? In these major areas over there. So Thorchain, I think, is a great trade. Then again, on WeX, guys, you can see my account's now nearly back at 260. Was at 300. You can see my ETH is looking good. Theta is waking up nicely. There's my Thorchain over there at this point. Algo is starting to wake up nicely. WIF is still cheap. You can see it's still in a loss over here. Injective is waking up. Say is waking up. Cardano is waking up. Link is still cheap. VET is still cheap. GRT is still cheap. XTZ is still cheap. AVAX is still cheap. And Doge is still cheap over there as well. These are ones. Focus on the red ones. Those are the ones that are showing entries. You just got to be patient with them. Again, these are 2 to 3x longs. I'm not going crazy high leverage on them. The one that I am building those slowly is this Thorchain one over here as well. Okay, guys, so let's go back in over here. I got Matt as well from Sniper Club himself, the boss. He's here to help and explain a couple of these liquidations. Matty, let's bring you up, sir. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, buddy. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Fantastic.
Good. Yeah,
what you got for me, sir?
Mate, we got some liquidation stuff here, eh? Just to complement what you were saying, we've got some information here from CoinGlass. So this is a really cool tool for people to use. Pretty easy. It's free. You don't even need to log into it. You can just go to the website. All the data's there. Hey, really helpful. So
okay,
to back up what you were saying, man, we got a whole heap of liquidations here that are building up. Now, like you mentioned, if we look at this bottom map here where my cursor is, everything above this red line is everyone that's shorting the market, right? So look at the amount of people that are shorting. Far more people shorting the market than longing it. And as you mentioned, we get up to that 98,000 mark in price. We've got $1.5 billion worth of cumulative liquidations from the price it is now to 98,000. So there's a lot, and this is across multiple exchanges. So there's a lot building up. If we move all the way up to that level you talked about, 100,000, we've got $5.57 billion of liquidations. This is cumulative again from where we are now all the way up. But you imagine the cascade event of those shorts being turned into buy orders because they're killing the liquidations, all the way up to that point you mentioned of 106,000. We're talking $10.4 billion. It will
basically be nearly bigger than the wick we saw a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
More money will be lost. If we pump to 108,000, more will be lost than what we saw when ETH went to $2,000, right? That shows you guys. It shows you how the tides are turning. Very good,
Yeah.
Matt. Very good.
There'll be blood in the streets. The bears will be bleeding everywhere, man, if this happens.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So where can people that they can just type in is a coin glass?
Yeah, just go into CoinGlass. I'll just show you guys here quickly, actually. So just go into CoinGlass website. And then on the menu at the top here, you've got liquidations. You go into liquidations map, and it just brings up this page.
Beautiful.
On the top view here, you can pick your token and your exchange. So this is Bitcoin. You can pick Binance Perpetuals, Gate.io, Bybit. So you can look per exchange, and you do it on any token. Let's have a look at Solana, for example, mate. Solana on Binance. There we go. Now we've got where is the max paid on Solana. And then on the view at the bottom here, this is exchange liquidation. So this covers Binance, OKX, Bybit, and you can really see the breakdown. So it's a super powerful tool. It's completely free. And it's great to just tie it in with what you've been talking about, looking at those key levels. And look at how those key points on the trading view chart, where the resistance levels is, look at how these numbers are just lining up with it perfectly.
Exactly. And it's crazy trend. That's why I love trend lines from day one. It's like it just shows you where we got to go to and all these type of things. But Matt, the most crazy thing though as well is a few weeks back, everyone was piling in and they buy late, right? They basically buy the tops. When a lot of people are buying in, they buy the tops. And it's, guys, it works the exact same way the other way around. Everyone is now shorting the bottom. It's the same thing. Everyone now is like, they finally switched their thesis. They finally started exiting and now they're shorting, but it's the bottom, right? And that's what happens is when 90% of the market turns in the other direction, that's usually when your bottom and your top start to get through, right, Matt? Like it's quite crazy to see it.
And like you said as well, we're going to hit those points where we're going to get this short squeeze and we're going to get these liquidation events happening. And then what's going to happen is retail are going to start going, oh, the market's moving. I better start longing again. So now we're going to get these market orders coming in at these same levels where the shorts are getting closed out, which are long orders. And then this whole cascade event happens. So
and that's where you get what we call an engulfing candle, right? Where you got all of this redness that comes over a decent period of time, and you get this one candle that just absorbs it. And it basically takes away damage that happened over 8 to 12 weeks. It erases it in a week to 2 weeks. And we saw that when Trump walked through when he basically got elected, right? We saw how 6 months of drawdown or 6 months of choppiness literally got erased in 2 weeks. And it was gone. It was finished and it was done and no one could debate anymore. So it's quite crazy to see how fast this can actually, all the pain, all the losses, how fast it can actually be reclaimed. And how quickly things get back on track. Because always in the history of crypto, the bulls have whipped the bears' butts. Always. They have never not. There's been phases, sure, but we have always whooped the bear. It is stupid. I'm sorry, lots of love, but it's stupid to be a bear on crypto. It's stupid. It's absolutely like ridiculous.
That's right. That's right.
And go hold your USDT. Sure. Okay. Go hold your dollars. Okay, cool. Go get broke over 60 years. Like, go for it. It's the truth. It's the truth over here. Thank you, Matty.
All good, brother.
When is your next session on a club? Remember, guys,
my next session on club is tomorrow in the morning. I'm doing a market update.
So, guys, Matt's on club there every day. Thank you, Matty. Thank you, sir. Much love. We got Craig. We got many of the incredible team. Bruce, everyone. Kerwin's in there. We have our own premium product over here with our own preview team. It's way more than me. I'm there doing extras. That's cool. But the team is really where it's at, right? The team is incredible. They got different niches. So if you want a community, which I highly recommend, you cannot do this alone. You need a community. There is Sniper Club over there as well. Plus, I have a school community as well. If you want to get smart, I think literally next week, my cohort starts. You can join. So if you, again, open up a WeX or BTC, any of these exchanges here, you can automatically get into school for free and it won't cost you anything. Much love, guys. I'm going to go have my little boy. I'll be out of action for a little while. I'll try to do some shows where I can. Just going to be with the family for bits. Thank you for all the love. Get ready for the squeeze and I'll see you guys all shortly. Much love, guys. Bye-bye.